Hello and welcome to Software to See from Festo. This video is about configuring traces in a Festo servo drive. I'm showing this using a CMMT-AS servo drive, but the same applies to CMMT-STs. What you can see here on my screen is the default trace configuration, and as you can see, 7 trace channels have already been pre-configured with commonly used signals. And what I'm going to do now is add a new trace channel via this button here. And here you've got access to all parameters which are available in the device. So you can record any parameter that is available in the parameter list. And this frequently used section up here gives you access to commonly used parameters. And from here, I'm now choosing the acceleration set point. And before I add this to the trace configuration, watch the trace resolution, which is shown here. If I add the channel, the resolution slightly changes. And the same happens if I change the duration to, say, 3 seconds. That's because the trace buffer in the device has a fixed size. And if more signals are to be recorded, or the same number of signals over a longer time, the resolution gets worse. And if less signals are to be recorded, or the time is shortened, it gets better. And next comes the trigger. As a default, a data trigger is pre-configured, which will fire as soon as there is a change in the error state. You can see that this is monitoring a parameter which states whether there is an error on the device or not. So a trace recording will be triggered as soon as an error occurs. Going back here. Let's first have a look at the top level here. There are 2 different categories of triggers. One is the diagnostic trigger. Here you can select the diagnostic message, which will then trigger the trace as soon as it is fired. And data trigger is a trigger based on any parameter. Same thing as the channel configuration. Here you can browse all the parameters. And now I want to use the velocity set point for triggering. And I'm choosing rising edge because I want to have the trace triggered as soon as the velocity exceeds 10 millimeters per second. And the trace delay parameter may also be considered as a pre-trigger time, so that if you enter a positive value here, the configured period of time before the trigger event fired will be included in the trace. I want to see, say, 200 milliseconds before the trigger fired. Now, any of these changes are applied directly in the drive while I'm connected. You can see that I'm connected to the drive right now, so all the changes I applied here became effective immediately in the trace. All I now need to do is start the trace. I can do this via this button here or via the button in the toolbar. And now let's execute a first movement. As soon as a recording has been finished, a notification is shown. And as you can see, the trace recording is uploaded automatically into the plugin. And what you can do here on the trace display page is shown in a separate video tutorial. This was a video about how you can configure trace recordings on a CMMT servo drive. If you like the videos, please subscribe to our channel and keep yourself informed. See you next time and goodbye.